What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you my 2024 Steel Path viable build for Atomos. Let's get into this. Alright, this is my third Atomos video. The first one was in 2022. My second build was in 2023. This is my third build of Atomos in 2024. Now this one's different because it has the Incarnon evolution. Because of that, the build is a bit different. So we'll get into the Incarnon evolutions once we've gone through the main build. Let's hop right into the main build and take a look at it, shall we? So our first mod is Hornet Strike for 220% plus damage. Galvanized Shot for 80% status chance and on kill, plus 40% direct damage per status type effect in the target for 14 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Galvanized Diffusion for 110% multi-shot and on kill, plus 30% multi-shot for 20 seconds, stacks up to 4 times. Lethal Torrent for 60% fire rate and 60% multi-shot. Stunning Speed for 40% reload speed and 30% status chance. Frostbite for 60% status chance and 60% cold. Pistol Pestilence for 60% Toxin and 60% status chance, and Scorch for 60% heat and 60% status chance. And then in the extra slot, we're running Pistol Ammo Mutation, which converts primary ammo pickups up to 50% of secondary ammo. So essentially just gives Atomos a bit more ammo, although the Incarnon evolution I've chosen also plays into that as well. And then Cascadia Flare, which is our arcane, rank 5 on heat status effect, plus 12% damage for 10 seconds, stacks up to 480%. So with heat running on your weapon in Cascadia Flare, this can actually get more damage output than secondary Merciless. So that's why I'm running it, plus I'm running heat anyway, so it works. As for the weapon itself, so we're rocking 15% status chance, 15% critical chance, and a 1.7 times critical multiplier. So we're not really running criticals on this weapon. We are running status though, which this thing is a statusing beast, and it's actually a really good primer. I mean, Kuvanuke is a better primer, but it's still a good primer. We're also rocking, so yeah, 159.9% status chance, and we're rocking Viral and Heat as our elements. So of course, Viral to cut through health, and then Heat to help cut through armor, which is great for the Steel Path. But then the Incarnon form itself is like a grenade launcher, and that Incarnon form also includes Blast as another element, which means that will help with Galvanized Galvanized Shot, sorry, which helps with that damage, plus it has a massive radial attack. For those who've never seen the Incarnon form, I actually quite like it. It's really cool. But we're going to quickly go over the Incarnon Genesis. Of course, that allows you to go through your evolution. The first one I chose was Hoplite Virtue, increased base damage by 20 plus 24 on shield break, increased base damage by plus 30 for 8 seconds. So it just increases your damage generally anyway, and when your shields get broken, it gives you a bit more output. Evolution 3, Mercenary Chamber, increased base ammo capacity to 560. This just increases your ammo, because Atomos runs out of ammo all the freaking time. This helps you get more. And Evolution 4, Elemental Balance, increased base status chance by plus 20%. So it just increases our status chance, so we're always hitting statuses, which is what we want with Atomos. But we're going to jump into the mission. I'll show you what this thing can do. Alright, so as per usual, we're here at Oxymoko in the Void. Now, I'll quickly explain why we're here. We're here because you're dealing with the Steel Path Void enemies, which are some of the highest level in the game. Plus, when you're here, you're dealing with the Corrupted, which include enemies with just health, enemies with health and shields, and enemies with high armor, meaning that you're able to get a more varied example of what the build can do. I also want to quickly point out as well, this is a Steel Path viable build. This is a build you can take onto the Steel Path and use pretty well, but it's not designed to get you to level 9,999 enemies. So if that's what you're after, this is probably the wrong video for you, but I'm going to point that out now. But with all that in mind, let's crack on. So we're going to activate Desecrate, and we're going to go ahead and activate Gloom. So with most weapons, this weapon does start off a little slow. But once you've gotten at least one kill, that's when it picks up. But the cool thing with the Atomos is it's a spread weapon, meaning that when you fire it in a group, there's a whole heap of them you're going to be able to take out. But as you can see, this thing is ridiculous, and surprisingly, this is a Mastery Rank 4 weapon, meaning you can get this weapon stupid early, and I've had it since Mastery 4. And I still use it as one of my main secondary weapons, just because of how beefy this thing is. It's insane. But now we have Incarnon form. Let's activate it. Although there is a bit of a kick, so be mindful of the kick. But this thing just levels with status. I love this thing. Like, this genuinely might be my new favorite secondary weapon, because it just shreds. Although again, either bring a frame with Prime Sure-Footed or bring someone like Atlas, because you will get hit by the kick quite a lot. It has a lot of kick. Now, the thing with the Incarnon form for me, it doesn't do as much damage as the normal form. However, it's also great as a primer. If you need to, like, let's say, prime a bunch of statuses on a strong enemy in order to rip through it, the Incarnon form's, to me, more ideal than the base form. But the base form just absolutely slays. Like, it is ridiculous how powerful this is. And like I said, considering, again, Mastery 4 weapon, meaning you can get this really early on. Ouch. Do you mind? Ah, that's not good. Okay, I've had to flee a second because I had to reload. Oof. That was rough. There we go. Okay, moving on. Ow. I hate Xemoses. Oh, he's gone. The status effect I left on it kind of took it out. Alright, fair. Like, fair enough. I mean, I'm not going to complain. But look, in a big group, this thing literally shreds everything in a group. Like, a whole group of enemies is not a problem for this thing. You literally run in. Atomos goes in. The cool thing as well with it is it doesn't have that harsh a reload either. It's only about a 2.5 second reload. So the reload itself is fine too. But look, even enemies with shields, you're just able to shred through. It's honestly nuts. And the Incarnon form fixes one of the major flaws with Atomos, because normally, it's a Jade Xmas. There we go. One of the fatal flaws with Atomos generally is it doesn't have great ammo. Like, it runs out of ammo consistently. You know, it's not as bad as like Kuvanuka for ammo, but it's on the same sort of wavelength. It does last longer than Kuvanuka though. So like, if you wanted to use, let's say, Kuvanuka for a whole mission, it'd be next to impossible without a bunch of ammo pickups. Whereas the Atomos, we're stable with ammo. Like, you can, with the Incarnon form, you can safely use this for a whole mission and not really have to worry too much about your ammo capacity, which is nice. And for anyone wondering as well, I will stay in. So normally with these videos, I stay in long enough to get to the Acolyte so we can show you the Acolyte and how it does against it. So don't worry, I will be doing that. You don't have to worry about that. Which is very nice. Elevate your time, thank you. Very nice. Right then. We're going to keep on going. It doesn't normally take too long for the Acolytes to spawn in. Oh, nice. We have Incarnon form. Let's go and activate it. There we go. Acolyte coming in. Trying to get as much in Cascadia Flare as I can. Right. Acolyte's in. I am moving. Oh, 2 Argon Crystals. Nice. Right, well, there goes his shields. Get out of Incarnon form. Nope. Not being hit by that. So, it does go through it, but it is quite slow. It's the only thing with this weapon. So, ideally, you want to use a different weapon for the Acolyte. So, I'm going to use my Quassus to take him out. But that's about the one thing that Atomos is just not good at, is the Acolyte. Get out of here. Oh, hello. And gone. There we go. So yeah, the only thing Atomos is not really good at is the Acolyte, but that's fine. That's why you've got other weapons. So, I hope you enjoyed this build. Don't forget to, you can support the channel further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month. And don't forget, I do live stream. When I go live here on YouTube and over on Twitch and on TikTok all at the same time. My streams here on YouTube are more for mobile, so in the shorts form feed, But if you want to catch the exact same streams at the exact same times in full 1080p, then go ahead and join me on Twitch and on TikTok. Those links are down below. Don't forget, I also do exclusive video content on TikTok, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.